Hello guys, and welcome to episode 38 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as the Greenskins on very hard difficulty. And today we are taking on the Empire, the last remaining Empire armies at Karak. Currently they're sieging me with basically an army of handgunners. We're going to bring over Barag Squigbeard to help out. In the meantime, we also have Azag moving up there, and then we have Leonardo Catraza and his remaining forces moving through our lands. I don't think he can defeat any garrison, no matter the size anymore, so as long as he doesn't settle a new land, it's absolutely fine. We can just keep an eye on him and wait until he dies. I might even... yeah, I'm going to have the war target set on to Leonardo Catraza so that he does indeed get destroyed. Meanwhile, we're waiting for Brass Keep to go down as well. Want that to be raised. Just to make sure that that actually happens, we're sending Krugger up north to Brass Keep. Meanwhile, we want to get the peace treaty with Scaling if we can.
You seek a pack.
Because I want to be able to take Shocktrack and Kazid Borkrag in peace. Now that's all, let's end the turn. The War could not catch up, fortunately. Looks like Tillier is actually sieging Dragonhorn Mines. One of our Wars was attacked. Northern Wales Edge Mountains Rebellion, and a War has been destroyed. Savages and... well, loads of battles and so on. So there is actually a rebellion at Karak. That's not good. How am I going to deal with that? I guess Karak does have a very nice garrison, but it just seems like you might be in trouble there. I'm not sure. Maybe not. By the way, this turn, Wurzag's going to be taking shot tracking for us. We're going to colonise that. Thank you very much. And we're going to have Grimgor just camp nearby so that we can get that sorted out. Alright, as for Dragonhorn Mines, we can crush Leonardo Catraza. Goodbye to them. They will be attacked by the War in the next turn, and that's them dealt with. As for Varag Squigbeard, well, he's going to be moving up to Balthazar Gelt. And we have Azag following up as well. Now Azag and Varag, they can help destroy Karak Norn next. And then we'll probably take Karak off the Wood Elves. I've got Grutshod ready to move towards Karak Norn. Karak Norn is currently under siege by Azrak One-Eye. Interesting. Might even have Azdrag then attack Grimhold. We can't do it just yet because we need to declare war, but I probably will soon. Let's go into this actually. And if we talk to Karak Norn,
You have seconds to
yeah, we'll declare war on them. That's fine. We'll have Azdrag attack Grimhold. It looked like Karak Ziflin was also pretty weak as well. Maybe they're being attacked by Bretonia. Who knows? By the way, probably may as well get this up to a boss's poll. And where else do we need to do things? About the Black Mountains, we are currently losing public order. Upgrade the boss's shack in Migdal Vongol Barak to sort that out. We will go for the Greenskin Fort there. Anywhere else we're losing. Probably should have upgraded this to a boss's shack so that we didn't actually spawn the rebellion here. But that's okay, it will sort things out for us, and we'll go for the boss's camp at Zufbar so it doesn't happen there either. Fantastic. So that's pretty much job done. Morglis doesn't necessarily need to stay in Krakatrak anymore, I don't think. But I think we'll leave him there for now. Let's move on to the next turn. Oh, Wurzag has an unassigned skill point. Maybe we make him a Blade Master now, and the extra melee attack. Might be worth doing. At least then he can actually go into melee and do some damage. Tilia has been destroyed, and a non-aggression pact between the Wood Elves and us is not going to happen. At least scaling's moving away from our armies. That's fine. Tilia has been destroyed. Massive Choppers has been researched. We're going to go for the shiny helmet, maybe. The extra teeth, maybe. Probably better for now. Decisive victories for all of my wars. Lovely jubbly. And what else are we going to do? Oh, my war was actually destroyed, wasn't it? Let's see. That was destroyed. They actually... Battle reports. Okay, here we go. Decisive victory, decisive defeat. Okay, I think one of our wars, I think either Wurzags or Grimgors attacked scaling, and it didn't really work out. But spikes and scythes are going to be what we get next in our technology. As for the siege of Karak, well, we're going to go and slam into that chap now. We can attack from Karak. We'll have Varag Squigbeard as our reinforcements, and this is definitely going to be a battle that we take to the battle map. So let's quick save it and do just that. So here we are. The initial army is entirely ranged forces. So we're just going to run them down. That's pretty much it. Not going to really spend too much time doing this. Just going to spread them out nice and thin. Going to group them up. We'll have all of our archers behind as well. Add them to the group. Orc boys on the flanks. Orcs in the middle, or trolls in the middle. Again in that group. We're just going to start the deployment, start the battle. Go for an attack. And then we're going to move the Orc boys around on the flanks. Okay, and here comes Varag Squigbeard and Gozbag. Here we see the Savage Orc Biggins. Pretty mean looking fellows covered in bone armor. With 2 axes. Crazy stuff. We're just going to run on forwards with all of those forces. Have our Orc Archer boys carry on. And we have all of these really mobile units, the Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Yeah, they're going to do absolutely tons of damage. Can't wait to see them in combat. Right, looks like the Boar boys on the right side did get engaged. We're actually going to break them off. They got really low on leadership. I don't know exactly what happened there. We really need to just charge into the handgunners and stuff here. I don't know why we're suffering from such bad leadership. Really, really bad. Right, let's make sure we're charging into the mortars and so on there. I think we have a unit of Savage Orc Archers that aren't doing anything. Let's just go for another group, attack order. Alright. We're not taking too much damage, it's just my units are running away for no reason. I guess it is Emperor Karl Franz and Balthazar Gelt, but still. Seems a bit crazy. Let's just make these group 3. Go for another big old attack order. And look at them just charge down these handgunners. And ride down those outriders with grenade launchers. Make sure that all of these guys are attacking forwards. Took out one of the enemy lords, so that's a start. These Savage Orc 4-boy biggins are definitely doing a lot of damage. Even more like artillery and stuff coming in from the reinforcing army, but there's nothing substantial at all. It's ridiculous. Literally entirely down to like my cavalry at the moment. We can get rid of those outriders as well. Control them all and just put them into one big locked group and just give them attack orders. Because that's the only way that I'm managing to keep control of my forces at the moment. And smash into these mortars, that's fine, thank you very much. Get rid of those. Smash into the outriders. There's just like so many units. They're even moving forwards at the moment. I think they're just trying to take out the heroes back here. That's fine. As long as the heroes aren't doing anything substantial, it's absolutely fine. What about these guys? Take out those handgunners. Bring these Savage Orc boy biggins to come into the handgunners there. And well, it looks like it's nearly a chain rout. And that is job done. We suffered a bit early on. Garrison force took a lot of damage and basically ran away for no reason, but that's okay. Karak Squeakbeard's army basically untouched. 129 losses, not too shabby. Gonna get rid of those two armies. Emperor Karl Franz and Balthazar Gelt. Job done. We'll eat the captives for the replenishment, and we can just destroy them in the next turn. So Karak leveled up from that. Go for Intimidating Presence. For Gozbag, go for Brain Burster. And yeah, Azag is around, so he can jump on shore, block off the escape of Emperor Karl Franz and Balthazar Gelt. Wozag's still getting back his forces. I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to jump Morgulus over to Khazad-bor-Kharag. We're actually going to move Grimgor towards there as well, in Underway. I'm going to have Largug assassinate this chap who's doing an action in our lands. It was a failure, unfortunately, but okay. Yeah, Morgulus can basically take Khazad-bor-Kharag in the next turn. We can colonize that, and then he can be backed up by Grimgor in case Scaling decides to turn around and come back and attack us. Alright, Krugger's just going to march up towards Brass Keep now. Love the way there's like a Karak Ziflin army like all the way up north, that's crazy. Karak Norn, we're going to jump over into this province now. And Wozag's Good. Yeah, I think we've done all of our movements for this turn. Let's just jump into the provinces quickly and see if there's anything I can do. The northern World's Edge Mountains, we need to upgrade the heap of shiny stuff, that's fine. I think Karak should be fine to deal with Umug Backstabber. If not, guess we'll just have to send an army back over there to recapture that. And in the meantime, that's all, so let's move on to the next turn. Looks like they're pretty persistent in wanting to take Karak. Underway interception against Karak Norn. We're going to auto-resolve that. Didn't think we were at war with Karak Norn yet. Unless they're about to declare war on us. Very odd. We didn't declare war on them in the last episode, did we? Didn't think we did. Well, Varag Squigbeard has spawned a war. An Empiric victory. Does mean that Brass Keep was destroyed. And with that, well, looks like if we destroy Emperor Karl here, and then that's pretty much the job done. And, well, we can auto-resolve this, or a decisive victory. Goodbye to Henry Huss. He can destroy Emperor Karl. Guess we have to destroy one or the other, or maybe we can destroy both. Emperor Karl is dead. Took 21 men with him. And we can take out Volkmar the Grim, who took no one with him, as we win the short campaign victory. Lovely. So we're not going to look at the statistics, I'm not going to spoil it. We will continue the campaign to go for the long campaign victory. So the Empire is dealt with, and our objectives are as follows. We need to take Karak Ziflin, Karak Norn, and Karak Izor, and earn the following amount from raiding, which is 20k. Great, so Empire's dead, Varag Squigbeard has leveled up. We're going to go for Blade Master, or even Savages. And we'll just continue with Savages, because he does have a Savage Orc army after all, so it kind of makes sense. And we're going to get Power of Dewar now for Gozbag. Okay, as for Krugger, well, he doesn't need to head north anymore since Braskeep was destroyed. Krugger's just going to head towards Karak Ziflin. As for Grimgor, well, we're going to let Morglis take Kazid for Karak. And we're going to move into a normal stance, walk around there and go into encamp. Oh, we can't. Okay, never mind, we're just going to take attrition. We can upgrade all of these lands. We're going to get the Greenskin Wharf at Shocktracken. We'll upgrade to the Greenskin Hideout and the Greenskin Camp. Lovely. The Wurzag's going to stay where he is. Azag can move into Karak Izor. And he's going to be soon backed up by reinforcements. I'm just going to go into the underway. He's soon going to be backed up by Varag Squigbeard. So we will take Karak Izor, no problem. Good thing about the Wood Elf settlements is they don't have like good garrisons. They can't really upgrade them unless they're like a primary province. Pretty easy for us to take care of. We're going to get Grutshod to siege Karak Norn. We can actually probably just attack it straight away. Let's just go into get back here with him. We're going to get Azdrag to target Grimhold. Grimhold has a terrible garrison, so we should be able to take care of that nicely. Yeah, let's just siege Karak Norn. Honestly, I'm probably just going to auto-resolve this. We have 2 giants and 2 Arachnarok spiders against this army. Yeah, not going to fight that one out. Seems like a waste of time. We're going to loot and occupy Karak Norn. Thank you very much for that. And we're going to build the boss's tent. We'll get the pile of shiny stuff and the ditches there. That's everything done. Fantastic. So I am starting to auto-resolve stuff a lot more, just purely because it's like coming to like the end of the campaign, really. Assassination success there onto the scaling agent, so we got rid of him. And now we're going to go for Bloody Blade for even more weapon strength. But yeah, basically I'm just auto-resolving more where I don't want to fight stuff, just because I want to get the campaign over and done with, really. It's got to the point where I'm just like rolling over armies. Obviously I'm not rolling over the north per se, not rolling over scaling with all of those chaos chariots, but where it matters, like down here, you know, that fight at Karak, completely pointless, really. It just wastes time. Like, it was obvious that I would have won that. If it's like a closer battle, or it's just an epic battle, like maybe like the last fight with Karak, then I might play that out. In the meantime, we're still waiting for Wurzag to replenish his forces. Let's just end the turn here. We'll go for the commandment in Giant Home Mountains. We'll go for the Camp Ruckus. Extra growth and obedience. Good stuff. Still reducing the Chaos Corruption up there, which is good. Non-aggression pact between Karak and us. Yeah, we'll take that, so the beastmen don't randomly attack us. Not that it really matters, because we have walls on most of our settlements. So Greenskin War has mobilized, damaged settlement success, assault garrison success. Kind of annoying. Let's fix up Karak, and we'll build the next building there. Azdrag will destroy Grimhold for us, or even take it, actually, maybe. We hold the main settlement, so it doesn't really matter what happens. Gonna get Here We Go, Warhaglug, the Grand Chambler. Interesting title. And yeah, Krugger can carry on towards Karak. Really not much there to defend themselves. Grimgor's going to go into raiding camp just to replenish his forces. Azag can go into raiding camp soon as well. Go 50% and raiding camp. I get 64 per turn for that. I might even move him into the Crag Halls of Findol at Widrioth here. Or maybe even just like the main Wood Elf settlement, so that we can raid that in order to make income before we declare war on them. Because currently what we're about 3,000 short, so a couple turns in the Wood Elf lands would be perfectly fine. And we're gonna march on with Varag Squigbeard. Bludget can follow him then. As for Azdrag, well, Azdrag's gonna hit Grimhold. What about this one down here, Kruglug Spear Chucker? I think he's heading back to assist Azag, isn't he? Since he destroyed Tilia for us. Lovely. That's pretty much it for now. Let's go into our provinces, maybe upgrade some walls and stuff. We can get the Greenskin shipyard here. That's going to give us some extra income. Need to do anything at Karak Kadrin. Silver Road's fine. Western Badlands is fine. Okay, so we'll just save the rest of the cash for when we actually need it, especially picking up all these new settlements. Let's move on to the next turn. Raiding in Giant Home Mountains. War got a decisive victory. And Karak destroyed. We are going to tribute them for the extra obedience. Grimhold can work on the boss's tent and the Goblin Watchtower. We're going to upgrade the boss's shack at Karak. So we can cancel out a lot of the negative obedience sooner than later, and also sort out the Chaos Corruption. We want to take Karak Asgaraz as well to complete the province. For now, let's just move on Varag Squigbeard. We're going to go into 50% and in camp. And what I'm going to do with Azag actually is probably move him over towards the Kingsglade. And then he's going to start raiding there. Right, Wurzag is fully replenished. So... Well, I guess we don't need to leave Draken just yet, so we're not going to. I'm going to go for the idols here, again for extra growth. Make sure we get the growth done sooner than later. And what I'm going to do eventually is change the boss pole to the boss's tent. Yeah, we'll leave Wurzag where he is. Pretty sure we can leave Morgulus where he is as well. Krugger is going to go into Underway, move towards Karak Ziflin. Karak Ziflin has a relatively small garrison. We'll just raid there until I have enough men to attack that. I think I do anyway, but just going to make up the raiding income for the long campaign objective. Ideally, I should be able to get Grutshod over to Karak Azgaraz and take that. And then get back to Karak Norm before it gets taken over by the Rebellion. In theory. Now, I think we're just going to play it safe. Yeah, we'll end the turn. And that's all for this one, so we'll see what happens. There's not many actual nations that need to pass their turns now, so the end turns are like instant. Savage Blow, extra charge bonus. Move into the King's Glade and we're going to raid that. Thank you for the 1,185 Wood Elves. Still -8. Upgrade to stakes there at Karak Norn. We're going to go into the raiding camp at Karak Ziflin. That's going to give us another 1,100. Wurzag's staying where he is. We're going to get the walls built here. Goblin Watchtower. Can't do it just yet because we don't have enough cash. Morgulus has leveled up though. Let's go for Deadly Blade. The extra melee attack there. And Grutshod can level up to finish off Savages. Alright, at Shot Draken, do want to build this Goblin Watchtower, don't we? So we'll wait for the cash for that. Morgulus, Grimgor, and Wurzag up north. Grutshod staying where he is. What about Larguk here? Larguk can assassinate this chap at some point. But other than that, that's everything done for this turn. We'll move on to the next one. Not too much to do, really. Although we do have to defend ourselves against the Rebellion in or at Karak Ungor, Northern World's Edge Mountains. It should be pretty simple to defend, especially with the Rebellion that actually popped up. But in the meantime, guys, that's all for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode where we'll play out this battle. Goodbye.